Welcome back to Views with Hughes, Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so, please click the subscribe button and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of uploads and updates in the future. Okay, so according to a report as reported on boundingintocomics.com, Amazon Studios will declare victory no matter what. Yay! Team power! Yay! Here's the issue. I mean, if you don't have many views, then that means that the ratings are going to be low, right? So now they're saying that, you know, Amazon Studios will declare the Lord of the Rings of Power, as we call it, the Rings of Profit, a victory regardless of actual viewership. Okay, so they're stating that, you know, it doesn't matter how high or how low the viewership is, we're going to win anyway. Okay, so basically give us our participation trophy, we deserve it. But just like a lot of companies and everything, you know, they just don't really, they see it as, oh, everybody wins, but at the same time they're not taking in any profits. Okay, and it's crazy because of the fact that, you know, it's like I said before, they are pushing a narrative, they're pushing an agenda rather than just entertaining us. Okay, and they're using the things that we're familiar with, we enjoy, we love to push that narrative. Okay, prime example, Star Wars, they push a narrative with that. The Avengers, no, not Avengers, the Marvel movies, they're pushing an agenda with that, especially with characters that we don't know. All right. And like before, it was, you know, some DC projects and everything where they were pushing the narrative, but at the same time they weren't going to make any money from it, you know. And it's like, you know, it's going into the crazy. So it was reported on Business Insider that claims to have spoken to a number of the different anonymous insiders at Amazon Studios and everything, and in the report it states that, you know, it was 3 people who the writers Elaine Lowe, Eugene Kim, and Alison Brower assert that word from those who've seen the episode is positive, and several industry leaders predicted to Insider that Amazon will find a way, regardless of actual viewership, to sound the trumpets of victories. All right, so that's just them stating that no matter if the viewership is high or low, either way, we're going to win. All right. So does that mean that, you know, they're going to be making the viewership off of, you know, hate watching and hate reviews, or, you know, just to keep the conversation going about the show, or to keep it relevant? Or are they actually worried, or do we actually see that there's going to be low ratings, low viewership and everything? I mean, you know, they're calling it a victory either way. It might be because of the fact that, you know, we're glad that we got the message out there, and we see that, you know, we're all about inclusivity, about diversity. All right. Now, one anonymous insider described as a former Amazon Studios executive also told them that the reason why it's going to succeed is because the executives at Amazon need it to succeed. Now, what does that mean? It means that if it doesn't succeed, then people are going to get fired. Okay. And I'm not talking about those who work on at the bottom and everything, like production assistants and people work on the sets and all of that. No, I'm talking about people in the front office. Okay, so they stated that, you know, there's a line of series, like jobs could be on the line. All right, and all the executives' jobs be on the line except Amazon Studios chief Jennifer Salke, the same woman that put out there, you know, the whole motto for inclusivity and diversity that I talked about before in the current and future and Prime Video shows and movies. Okay, so it's like, you know, it's ironic. Everybody else is going to be fired if this doesn't do well, but the person that put all of that in charge, her job's going to be secure. All right, and that's pretty sad and messed up. Okay, but it's like, you know, they call it a high stakes moment, and crazy part about it is that, you know, that same insider stated that if it's not the highest performing thing that Amazon has ever done, it's a failure. I mean, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you all agree with me out there, that it's already a failure. Okay, the fans have already seen it for what it is. Showrunners are desperate to put it out there, telling us that it's not something what we think it is when we already know what it is, and the actors telling us something that's way opposite than what the showrunners are saying. Okay. And, you know, that's just showing us we had no reason to watch it. Just like there was no reason for Amazon to even create it in the first place if they don't have the rights to Silmarillion or even other works. All right. So basically, it's just fan fiction. All right, so the claim is that Amazon Studios will declare victory, whether or not it actually isn't too hard to believe. Warner Media appeared to do the same thing with the premiere of House of Dragons. They reported that, you know, it's a little under 10 million viewers and stuff, when it's actually 2.170 million viewers when they was watching it on Premiere TV on HBO on cable. All right, so with the extra millions and everything, I'm pretty sure they included that with those who have HBO Go or even HBO Max. All right. And then they also reported that the series finale of Game of Thrones brought in 13.613 million viewers, and instead the entire final season averaged about 11.992 million viewers. All right, so they've fudged numbers on that as well. And then there was also Kenobi. All right, where Ewan McGregor raved about the show's premiere on viewership, saying the weekend Star Wars fans made Obi-Wan Kenobi the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere of all time. For that, I would say a big thank you. It would just goes to show that what this family can do when we all pull together, and we all know what happened after that. The premiere did intend to have the most watch time via minutes or for a Disney Plus original series. And the show's first 3 episodes ranked in 958 million minutes viewed. But later on, the 6th and final episode, it was released on June 22nd, where for the week of June 26th, and the series entirety brought in only 860 million minutes viewed. So that's much less than what they originally had before at the beginning of this season. And then a week later, Obi-Wan Kenobi wasn't even on Nielsen's top 10 list for streaming series. Netflix's Ozarks placed 10th with only 330 million minutes viewed, and that means Obi-Wan Kenobi had less than 330 million minutes viewed a week after its season finale. Okay, now we're seeing that I guarantee Amazon might make the same claims. You know, they're going to state that, you know, at the beginning, we have this many viewers, and the next thing you know, it's going to fall later on throughout the season, and it's going to be much less. Okay. But it's also shows that the fact that it has the Lord of the Rings name attached, they're expecting to be big, despite the fact that it appears to be screwed up and the fact that it's not really Tolkien. Okay, like the content that they put out there isn't from Tolkien. And then with Obi-Wan Kenobi, we can see that, you know, viewership will take a nosedive, if you will. All right. So let me know, what are your thoughts about this whole thing? Do you think that it's going to have like a lot of people watching it, where it's going to be better than House of Dragon, or are you already like me already know that it's not going to do well? Okay, so let me know your thoughts in comments below, and also share with me anything where I went wrong in the comments. All right. Also, 4:30 Eastern today, I'm going to be doing a live stream watch along on She-Hulk Attorney at Law. All right, so I can watch it, and y'all can just rant with me as I rant as well. Or if of course with the YouTube copyright strike, we can also ramble and rant about it on Rumble. Okay, on my channel there. All right, so if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you're not convinced to subscribe to the channel, let me know in the comments below what should I do for me to convince you to subscribe to the channel. And also, if you subscribe and you haven't done so yet, please click the bell notification, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. And also, I forgot, if you enjoyed the things I shared in this video as well as all other videos, please share the video all across social media with everyone you know, far and wide. Until then, peace.